morning, everyone. Online, is my voice is audible to you all? Can you confirm me in chat box once?
Yes,
As
sir.
well as screen. Play for all of you? Yeah. So thank you for the confirmation. So actually in last class, what we have discussed about like introduction of DevOps, right? And also what are the tools we are having, and also what we are going to learn. So now in this class, as a DevOps engineer, we should know about the architectures of servers. We should know about the architectures of servers. So at the end, we need to be work on the servers itself. So let us try to check what are the servers, what type of servers we are having, what type of architectures we are having. Let us try to check. So now, my question is, daily we are using the applications, right? So daily we are using the applications. Like we are using the Paytm, okay na, Phone Pay, Google Pay, okay na. So WhatsApp as well as Instagram. So daily we are using the applications. Now my question is, what is mean by application? What is mean by application? Anybody has any idea? So what is the exact meaning of application? So whether it is right or wrong, you can answer, guys. Actually, from the day one to the till the end, our session is going to be like this only. Okay, now. So when you are interacting with me, so you will get more subject. What is an application? So that's great. Online resources like apps. Okay, that's great. So see here, application. What is meant by application? So daily I am using the Paytm application. Daily I am using the Paytm application. So in that Paytm application, what we are having, sir? We are having the recharge, we are having the bank transactions, we are having the movie tickets, we are having the train tickets, as well as we are having the bus tickets. So these all are the services, guys. What we are having here, these all are the services. Now, group of services together called application. Group of services together called application. So clear for all of you? What is meant by application? What is meant by application? So application is nothing but group of services together called application. So Paytm. So now my question is daily I'm using the application, but where our application will present? So I'm giving three options. So see here, where our application will present. So application will present on my phone. Application will present on my phone. Or application will present on my Play Store or App Store. Or application will present on my server. Where it is going to be present?
Server.
Server.
Yes, 100% going to the server. So now again, my question is, what is meant by server?
We
What is
can
meant by
access.
server? Sorry.
We can access from server.
Yeah, we can access. Perfect. Now, what is the exact definition of server? Not only the exact one, so you can say any random, like cloud storage. Okay.
The
So
application which runs on it is
the
a server.
application which runs on it. Super. Right. Perfect. Perfect. So see here, let me tell you. Let's say this is me. Let's say this is me. I have went to a restaurant. So ultimately one boy will come, right? So who is he? He is a server boy. So when I have ordered anything, let's say I'm going to order the starters. So ultimately he is going to provide the starter services. So when I have ordered the chicken biryani, so ultimately he is going to serve the chicken biryani, right? So when I have ordered the water bottle, again he is going to serve the water bottle. When I have ordered the cool drink, again he is going to serve the cold drink. So here server boy is going to fulfill the needs of our needs, right? Here server boy is going to fulfill our needs. So here what my needs here? Starters, water bottle, okay, na chicken biryani as well as cool drink. In the same manner, if I have opened the Chrome, if I have opened the Chrome, so when I have hit enter for the paytm.com, paytm.com. So ultimately Chrome server is providing the Paytm services to me. So when I have opened the AHA, so ultimately Chrome server is providing the AHA services to me. Okay, now. So when I have opened the Netflix, so automatically Chrome server is providing the Netflix services to me. So ultimately server is nothing but which provides the services to the end user. So guys, if you go to the internet, you will get hell lot of definitions. Okay, so just try to ignore all those. So just try to follow my words. So server is nothing but which provides the services to the end user. So when I have opened the Chrome and hit enter for the paytm.com, ultimately Chrome server is providing the Paytm services to me. When I have opened the Chrome again, I have searched for AHA. So ultimately Chrome server is providing the AHA services to me. When I have opened the Chrome again, hit enter for the netflix.com. So ultimately Chrome server providing the Netflix services to me. So ultimately the definition is going to be the server like server is nothing but which provides the services to the end user. That's it. Clear for all of you about the server? So just have to please confirm in the chat box once so that I can. That's great. Perfect. Now, my question is, totally we are having three types of servers. How many types of servers we are having? We are having three types of servers. One was the web server. What we are having here? One was the web server. So the second one was the app server. What we are having here? App server. So the third one was the database server. What we are having? Database server. So totally how many types of servers we are having here? We are having the three types of servers. So the first one is about the web server. Second one is about the app server. So the third one is about the database server. So totally we are having three types of servers. So now let us discuss one by one. What is meant by web server? What is meant by app server as well as what is meant by database server? So the first one is about the web server. What we are having here? We are having the web server. Now, what is meant by web server? So see here, web server is nothing but which provides the UI part of your application. Which provides the UI part of our application. Okay, na? Which provides the UI part of application. So again, let's see. So totally I have opened the Chrome and I have searched for the paytm.com. Ultimately one UI part will come, right? So nothing but the user interface part. So this is nothing but the web server. This is nothing but the web server. So then next. So after web server, who will work on the web server? Who will work on the web server? So ultimately we are having the development team as well as UI UX team. Who will work on the web server? So ultimately we are having the development team as well as UI UX team. Next, which type of technologies they are going to use? Which type of technologies they are going to use? So they are going to use like CSS, HTML, Java, React, Angular. So this type of technologies, development team will work on the web server. Next, where it is going to be present? It is going to be present on the presentation layer. So guys, we are having the OSA layers. Okay now. So in that OSA layers, it is going to be present on the presentation layer. So clear for all of you about the web server. So guys, this is all about the web server. Next. That's great. Next. So after web server, what we are having, sir? We are having the app server, nothing but the application server. So now, what is meant by application server? So application server is nothing but where our logic was present. Where our logic was present. So now, see here, what is meant by logic again? So let's say when I have opened the Chrome and search for paytm.com, ultimately it is going to become web server. I mean nothing but UI part. Now, when I have searched for bus tickets, ultimately my server is going to redirect, right? So in the top, you will get to know that my server is going to redirect. So the place where our logics are present, it is going to redirect to that place. So nothing but the app server. So ultimately, our web server is going to redirect to the app server here. Nothing but our logic was present here. So clear for all of you? What is meant by app server? App server is nothing but wherever logic was present. So ultimately, so when I have searched for anything, like when I have searched for bus, when I have searched for trains, when I have searched for international flight tickets, ultimately my server is going to redirect. So it is going to redirect from web server to app server. It is going to redirect from web server to app server. So who will work on the app server? Who will work on the app server? So ultimately, we are having the development team again. Who will work on the app server? So ultimately, we are having the development team. So now, which type of technologies they are going to use? Which type of technologies they are going to use? So they are going to use like Java, okay now, .NET, okay now, Python, okay now, C, hash, PHP. So we are having the number of technologies. So according to our requirement, development team will work on the app server. So then next, where it is going to be present? It is going to be present on the logic layer. Where it is going to be present? It is going to be present on the logic layer. So this is all about the app server. This is all about the app server. So after app server, what we are having? We are having the database server. What we are having here? We are having the database server. Now, what is meant by database server? So let's say when I am trying to book the bus tickets, when I am trying to trying to book the bus tickets, ultimately I need to provide my information, right? So my name, my number, my mail ID, from where to where I am traveling, when I am traveling, I need to provide all my details, right? So the place wherever information are storing, the place wherever information are storing are nothing but database server. But who will work on the database server? Ultimately, we are having the DB team. Who will work on the database server? So ultimately, we are having the DB team, database team. Now, which type of technologies they are going to use? So they are going to use like SQL, MySQL, PostgreSQL, MongoDB, Cosmos DB. So we are having the number of technologies. So according to our requirement, database team will work on the database server. Next, where it is going to be present? It is going to be present on the back end. Back end. So now, clear for all of you up to now. So anybody has any doubts?
Could you repeat the database server once again?
Yeah, so see here, What is meant by database server? So let's say once I am trying to book the bus tickets, I need to provide my details, right? So from where to where I am traveling, when I am traveling, so what is my name, what is my phone number, what is my mail ID. I need to provide entire my details, right? So the place where our information will get stored, the place where our information will get stored or nothing but the database server. Now, who will work on the database server? Ultimately, we are having the DBT, database. So, which type of technologies they are going to use? So, they are going to use like SQL, MySQL, PostgreSQL, MongoDB, Cosmos DB. We are having the number of DBs. According to our requirement, database team will work on the database server. Next, where it is going to be present? It is going to be present on the back end. Clear for all of you now?
Yes.
That's great. So what about the others? So can you
Hey,
confirm
did
in
you
chat?
teach?
Sorry.
Did you teach explain the servers also? I mean, database servers. I mean, detailed after the classes, like.
No. We are not going to learn the databases here. So actually, we are the DevOps engineers. So we need to learn the DevOps very in depth.
Okay.
So if you want to learn the data, regarding the database courses, so it's going to be the separate course.
Okay, got you.
That's great. Now, so any alternative doubts up to now? I want to make you all you clear, guys. So that's the reason I am asking.
In order to connect to the database, we are using the shell scripting or Linux commands, man.
Yeah, no. Actually, we need to connect with the database server means so it's going to be possible in the Kubernetes. We need to write the manifest first. That.
Oh, okay. So what is the, I mean, where we will use the shell scripting, man?
So let's say if you want to automate any task that was daily repeating, so we need to write the shell script. If you want
Okay,
to
okay.
automate any task that needs to be run daily, we need to write the shell script.
Okay, okay.
So now, so the next one is about installation of servers. How to install the servers. So before going to tell about the installation of servers, let me give you one scenario. Like this is my plain water. This is my plain water. Now my question is, what is the color of water in general? What is the color of water? So it's going to be the transparent, right? It is going to be the transparent. So let's say when you have dropped the red color, over the plain water, what will happen? It's going to turn into the red color, right? So when you have dropped the yellow color, ultimately what will happen? It is going to turn into the yellow color. So when you have dropped the green color, ultimately what it will happen? It is going to turn into the green. As well as when you have dropped the blue color, what will happen? It is going to turn into the blue. In the same manner, let's say this is my plain server. This is my empty server. So when I have installed the web server configurations over the plain server, then this server is going to act as web server. Again. So when I have installed the app server configurations over the plain server, then this server is going to act as app server. So then the server is going to act as app server. So when I have installed the database server configurations over the plain server, then this server is going to act as database server. So in upcoming classes, you will get to know that how to install the web server, how to install the app server, how to install the database server as well. Okay, this is all about the installation part. So as of now, you can ignore. I will tell how to install the web server over the plain server, how to install the app server over the plain server, how to install the database server over the plain server. In upcoming classes, you will get to know. Clear for all of you?
Yes.
So that's great. Now, after this, we are having the architectures of servers. What we are having, sir, here? We are having the architectures of servers. So majorly we are having four types of architectures. How many types of architectures we are having? Four types of architectures. But majorly, we are having three types. So totally we are having four types. Sorry for this. Totally we are having four types, but majorly we are having three types. So the first one is about one tier architecture. What we are having, sir, here? We are having the one tier architecture. So the second one is about two-tier architecture. What we are having, sir, here? Two-tier architecture. So the third one is about three-tier architecture we are having. So totally we are having, majorly we are having three types. So the first one is about one tier. So the second one is about two tier. So the third one is about three tier. So now my question is, what about the fourth one? Any random guess?
Four tier.
Fourth tier, huh? Yeah. So see here. So the fourth one is about multi-tier or n-tier architecture. What we are having here? N-tier architecture. So now let us discuss one by one what is meant by one-tier architecture, two-tier architecture, as well as three-tier architecture. So it was very important, guys. So see here. So the first one is about one-tier architecture. What we are having here? One-tier architecture. Now here tier is nothing but layer. Tier is nothing but layer. So layer is nothing but server. Layer is nothing but server. So ultimately we are going to call it as one server architecture or not. Ultimately we are going to call it as one server architecture. So the name itself contains one server. So totally how many servers we are having, sir? Ultimately we are having only one server. Totally how many servers we are having here? We are having only one server. So now my question is, how many types of servers we are having? I'm asking about how many types of servers we are having.
Three types.
Three types. What are they?
Web server, application
Web server,
database server.
web server,
Application server, database server.
database server. So when you have installed the web server, app server, database server, within the single server, so let's say this is my single server. When you have installed the web server, app server, database server within the single server, so then this type of architecture are nothing but one tier architecture. You have installed the web server, app server, as well as database server within the single server. So then this type of architecture are nothing but one tier architecture. So now example for one tier architecture. Example for one tier architecture. So our laptop. So remember guys, our laptop is also one server. We can host our applications over the laptop. Okay now. So the best example for one tier architecture are nothing but laptop. So let me show you in front of you only. So see here. So once I have opened my laptop, I'm having the number of applications. What we are having, sir, here? We are having the number of applications. So once I have opened VLC Media, so VLC Media is going to be the one of the application. VLC Media, Visual Studio, Zoom, GoToMeeting. So these all are the applications. So once I have opened the VLC Media, ultimately one UI part will come or not. So ultimately we are having one UI part. So this is nothing but the web server. So after opening the web server, after opening the application, So I'm going to open the media. So then open a file. So ultimately it is going to redirect from web server to app server or not. Ultimately it is going to redirect. So from web server to app server it is going to redirect. Nothing but this going to be the app server. Now I'm opening the video. I'm opening the video. So actually the place wherever videos are saved are nothing but the database. Actually my video was saved on the memory, right? So here memory is nothing but the database server. So totally within the single place I am having my web server and also I am having my app server and also I am having my database server. So then this type of architecture are nothing but one tier architecture. So clear for all of you about the one tier architecture?
Good.
Yes, that's great. So after one tier architecture, what we are having, sir, here? We are having the two-tier architecture. Two-tier architecture. So again here, tier is nothing but the layer, layer is nothing but the server. So ultimately we are going to call it as two server architecture. So again the name itself contains two servers. So totally how many servers we are having, sir, here? We are having the two servers here. So let's say this is my server 1, this is my server 2. So within the server 1, I am going to install the web server. Within the server 2, I am going to install the app server as well as database server. So I am going to establish the connections between them. So then this type of architecture, are nothing but the two-tier architecture. Then this type of architecture are nothing but two-tier architecture. So now, example for two-tier architecture. What is the example? Means, so the best example is going to be our phone as well as YouTube. Phone as well as YouTube. So let me explain you clearly. Let's say this is my phone. This is my phone. So in my phone, I am having the YouTube or not? I am having the YouTube. So once I have opened the YouTube, ultimately one UI part will come. But after this, the content that are present in the YouTube, it was present on your phone or in somewhere else. Once I have opened the YouTube was present on my phone. So here server 1 is going to be the phone. So later the content that are present in the YouTube that was present on my phone or in somewhere else.
Somewhere else.
Or in somewhere else, right? So ultimately here server 1 is going to be the your phone, server 2 is going to be the like videos that are present in YouTube. So clear for all of you about the two-tier architecture? That's great. Perfect. Now, after two-tier architecture, what we are having, sir, here? We are having the three-tier architecture. What we are having? Three-tier architecture. So now, again, tier is nothing but the layer, layer is nothing but the server. So, three server architecture. Three server architecture. So name itself contains three servers, right? So totally we are having here three servers. How many servers we are having here? We are having the three servers. So within the first server, I am going to install the web server. Within the second server, I am going to install the app server. Within the third server, I am going to install the database server. So now I am going to establish the connections between them. So then this type of architecture, are nothing but three-tier architecture. Three-tier architecture. So this is my server 1, this is my server 2, as well as this is my server 3. So example for three-tier architecture. Example for three-tier architecture is again going to be the phone as well as YouTube. So here way of arranging the app server as well as database server is going to be the separated one. Okay, now so here way of arranging the app server as well as database server is going to be the separate. But in the two-tier architecture, what I have done in the server 1, I have installed the web server. In the server 2, I have installed the app server as well as database server. So within the within the second server, I have installed the app server as well as database server, right? But here I'm going to maintain it separately.
Could you repeat once again?
Yeah, so see here, actually in two-tier architecture, what I have done, so totally how many servers we are having in two-tier architecture? We are having the server 1 as well as server 2. So totally we are having only 2 servers. So why? Because the name itself contains 2 server architecture. Totally we are having 2 servers. So in the server 1, I am going to install the web server. In the server 2, I am going to install the app server and also database server. So then this type of architecture are nothing but two-tier architecture. This is clear, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So now, after two-tier architecture, what we are having? We are having the three-tier architecture. Again, the name itself contains 3 tier. Nothing but 3 servers will present. So this is my server 1. This is my server 2. This is my server 3. So in the first server, I am going to install the web server. In the second server, I am going to install the app server. In the third server, I am going to install the database server. So here, I have splitted the app server. I have splitted the database server separate. So here we are maintaining 2 different servers for 2 types of servers. Okay. So again, the example is going to be the phone as well as YouTube only. So clear now? So what about the others? Clear for all of you? As well as the person.
Yes, ma'am.
So clear. So that's great. That's great. So now let me recap it. What I have done. I mean, what we have done up to now. Let me recap it one more time. So from the first, you need to be tell the answers, right? Okay now. So daily we are using the applications. So daily we are using the applications. Now my question is, what is meant by application? What is meant by application? I have said right.
Group of services together is called application.
Perfect. What is meant by application? Application is nothing but a group of services together called applications. So let's say I'm going to repeat. So we are going to take the Paytm as an example. So in the Paytm, we are having the recharge, bank transactions, movie tickets, train tickets, as well as bus tickets. These are all the services. Group of services together called application. That's perfect. Next. Actually, at the end, wherever application will present, it is going to be present on my phone, or it is going to be present on my app store or Play Store. It is going to be present on the server. Where it is going to be present? It is going to be present on the server. Now, that's great. Now, what is meant by server again? What is meant by server?
Which provides services to end user.
Perfect, perfect. Server is nothing but which provides the services to
Services.
the end user. Which provides the services to the end user. So see here, once I have opened the Chrome, so ultimately when I have searched for paytm.com, so ultimately Chrome server is providing the Paytm services to me. Once I have searched for the AHA, so ultimately Chrome server is providing the AHA services to me. So once I have searched for the Netflix, so ultimately Chrome server is providing the Netflix services to me. So ultimately server is nothing but which provides the services to the end user. So then next, after this, what we have discussed? We have discussed about the installation of servers. After we have discussed about the installation of servers. So once I have installed the web server configurations over the plain server, then this server is going to act as web server. So once I have installed the app server configurations over the plain server, then this server is going to act as the app server. So once I have installed the database server configurations over the plain server, then this server is going to act as the database server. Clear? That's perfect. That's great. Now, after this, what we have discussed? We have discussed about the architectures of servers. What we have discussed? We have discussed about the architectures of servers. So basically, how many types of architectures we are having, sir, here?
Four types.
Four types of architectures. So majorly, how many types of architectures we are having here?
Three types.
Three types. What are they?
One tier,
One tier,
two tier level, so
two tier,
three tier.
three tier. So here tier is nothing but the layer is nothing but the server. So ultimately we are going to call it as one server architecture, two server architecture, three server architecture. So let us discuss again. So one server architecture. So totally how many servers we are having here? How many servers will present here?
Only
One
one.
server. Only one server will present. So within the single server, we are having the web server, we are having the app server, we are having the database server. So then this type of architecture are nothing but one tier architecture. So example for one tier architecture, what we are having, sir, here?
Laptop.
Laptop. Laptop is the best one. So after one tier architecture, what we are having, sir, here? We are having two tier architecture. What we are having, sir, here? We are having the two tier architecture. So in the two tier architecture, totally how many servers will present here?
Two servers.
Two servers will present. So perfect. So this is my server one, this is my server two. So within the server one, I am going to install the web server. Within the server two, I am going to install the app server as well as database server. So then this type of architecture are nothing but two tier architecture. So example for two tier architecture, what I have said, sir?
Phone.
Phone as well as
YouTube.
that's perfect. So after two tier architecture, what we have discussed, sir? Three tier architecture.
Three
So
tier.
totally how many server? Yes. So totally how many
Three.
servers present, sir? Perfect. Three servers. So this is my server one. This is my server two. This is my server. So I am going to establish the connections between them. So then this type of architecture are nothing but three tier architecture. So the first one is about the web server. So the second one is about the app server. So the third one is about the database server. So then this type of architecture are nothing but three tier architecture. So example for three tier architecture, what we are having, sir, here?
Phone and YouTube.
Again, phone and YouTube. So here way of arranging the app server as well as database server is separated one. So up to this we have discussed. Now, so the next. So let's say from the first, I am talking about the server. But who will provide the server to me? Who will provide the server to me? Who will provide the server to? So server will provided by the cloud providers. Okay, now who will provide the server to me? Ultimately, we are having the cloud providers. Ultimately, we are having the cloud providers. So super. Okay. Now in market, majorly we are having three cloud providers. Who are they, sir?
AWS, Azure, GCP.
Perfect. AWS,
Azure,
Azure,
GCP.
Azure as well as GCP. So who owned the AWS, sir?
Amazon.
Amazon. So who owned the Azure, sir?
Microsoft.
Microsoft.
Microsoft. Who owned the GCP, sir?
Google.
Google. So now my question is, what is the full form of AWS, sir?
Amazon Web
Amazon
Services.
Web Services.
Amazon Web Service. Perfect. So Azure. Now, what is the full form of GCP, sir?
Google Cloud Platform.
Sorry.
Google Cloud Platform.
Perfect. So these all are the cloud providers we are having. So ultimately, if I want to create any server, so these three platforms we are having. So later we are having the Oracle, Alibaba, IBM. So okay now. So you can ignore this one. So majorly we are going to concentrate on these cloud providers. So now let's say, uh, if I want to, let's say, if I want to book a mobile, If I want to book a mobile, let's say this is my phone. This is my phone. Within the phone, I am going to book one more mobile. So if I want to book a mobile, I need two applications, right? What are they? Majorly, we have two applications to book a mobile. What are they?
Flipkart, Amazon.
Flipkart as well as Amazon. So if I want to book a mobile in my phone, I should have Flipkart or Amazon. Let's say I am having the Amazon. So if I want to book a mobile on the Amazon, first I should have an account in the Amazon or not?
Yes.
Yes. In the same manner, if you want to create the server, on the AWS or on the Azure or on the GCP, first we should have an account in the AWS or in the Azure or in the GCP. By using that account, we are going to create the server. Clear? That's perfect. So in upcoming classes, we are going to create the accounts over these cloud providers. You will get to know that. Now, so I am talking about the server. So let's say our laptop is also one server, I have said, right or not? Our laptop is also one server. So let's say this is my laptop. So if my laptop needs to run, if my laptop needs to work, I need one voice or not? I
Yes.
need one voice or not? Ultimately, we need one OS. Now my question is, what is mean by OS?
Operating system.
Perfect. Now, what exactly it will do? What exactly it will do? Anybody has any?
Operate the services.
It will translate the user input to system language.
Perfect. So see here, let's say this is my laptop. So this is the human. Let's say we are the humans. So for the humans, we know the number of languages. We know Telugu, we know Hindi, we know Kannada, Malayalam, Tamil, Bengali, English, we know. Right. But the server will only understand the binary level language. So basically it is going to be the lower level language. So for the humans, we are having the high level language. So if the human wants to communicate with the laptop, if the human wants to communicate with the server, ultimately we need one translator, right? Ultimately, we need one translator. So here translator are nothing but the OS. Clear for all of you? So ultimately OS is nothing but which provides the communication between human as well as machine. So clear for all of you?
Yes.
So that's perfect. So basically this OS, whatever I have said about the OS, it is going to be the introduction of Linux. So let me share the PPT of Linux here. Let me share the PPT of Linux. What? So let me open the copy of Linux here. Present. So basically why I'm starting the Linux means, so Linux is the base for the DevOps engineer. First we need to learn the Linux, later we need to learn the DevOps too. Without Linux, we can't learn the DevOps. So Linux. So see here, Linux is a free and open source operating system. What is it? Free and open source operating system. Now, what is meant by free? Free is nothing but anyone can access without any pay. Open source means anyone can access. Free means without any pay. When you are using the Linux, we do not want to pay single rupee. Open source operating system with high security. For the Linux, we are having very high security. Next, Linux is multi-user based OS. Now, what is meant by multi-user based OS? Let's say this is my server. Let's say this is my server. Multiple users can able to log in at a time to this server. Multiple users can able to log in to my server. Clear for all of you about the Linux? Linux is a free and open source operating system with high security, and Linux is a multi-user based OS. Next, what is meant by OS? OS is an operating system, so it's going to be the full form actually. Now, definition of OS. An operating system is a software that acts as an interface between computer hardware components as well as the user. An operating system is a software that acts as an interface between computer hardware components as well as user. So that's what we have said, right? Now, so types of OSs. So basically, when you are buying the Windows laptop, we are having the Windows OS. When you are buying the MacBook, you are having the Mac OS. When you are buying the Ubuntu laptops, we are having the Ubuntu OSs. So clear for all of you, types of OSs. So then next. After this, we are having the distributions of OSs. So actually, let's say, before that, let me give one example. Let's say daily we are using the phones, right? So in the phones, we are having the Vivo, we are having the Oppo, we are having the Realme, we are having the Redmi, we are having the Samsung, we are having the iPhone, right? Let's say if the OS is the phone, these all are the distributions. So ultimately, these all are the types of OSs. We are having the Red Hat, Ubuntu, Debian, CentOS, Fedora, OpenSCSC, Kali Linux, Amazon Linux, Rocky Linux. So don't remember all this. I want to say like we are having the distributions of OSs. These all are the distributions. So then next, after this, what we are having, sir, here? We are having the architecture of OS. So it was very important. So see here about the architecture of OS. So let's say the first one is about the hardware. So the first one is about the hardware. Let's say this is my laptop. This is my laptop. When I have connected any external devices, let's say when I have connected the printer, mouse, HDMI cables, okay, now when I have connected any external devices to my laptop, all the information will store on the hardware component. Where it is going to be stored, sir? It is going to be stored on the hardware component. Clear for all of you about the hardware? So please confirm in chat box or else you can speak out. ఏంటండి అర్థం కాలేదా?
మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి
So see here, let's say this is my laptop. This is my laptop. So in the OS architecture, what we are having? We are having the hardware first. So let's say once I have connected any external devices. So let's say I have connected the printer to my laptop. Once I have connected any HDMI ports to my laptop. Once I have connected my mouse to the laptop. Any external devices that are connected to my laptop, those information will store on the hardware. Clear now? Yes. So then next, after hardware, what we are having, sir, here? We are having the kernel. What we are having here? We are having the kernel. Now, what is meant by kernel? So see here, this is my laptop again. This is my laptop again. So within my laptop, I am having the hardware components or not? I am having the hardware components. So here hardware components are nothing but which we can see, which we can touch, nothing but CPU as well as RAM. Okay, now keyboard, mouse, monitor, which we can see, which we can touch are nothing but the hardware components. So again, within my laptop, I am having the software components which we can't see, which we can't see as well as can't touch. So communication between the hardware components as well as software components are nothing but the kernel. So kernel is going to act as a bridge interface between software components as well as hardware components in our laptop. So perfect, Kirti. Okay. So communication between hardware components as well as software components are nothing but the kernel. Next, after kernel, we are having the shell. What we are having, sir, here? We are having the shell. Now, what is meant by shell? So, shell is nothing but the place where our commands are executing. Let's say this is my command prompt. I am going to perform this command. Let's say in upcoming classes, you will get to know that what is meant by CD, what is meant by touch, all you will get to know that. But meanwhile, CD is the command. So, the place where our commands are executing are nothing but the shell. So see here, previously I was in Access, but now I was in .aws. The place where our commands are executing are nothing but the shell. So after shell, what we are having, sir? We are having the application. What we are having? We are having the application. So now what is meant by application? Application is nothing but the place where our applications are present. So in my laptop, it was present the VLC Media and also Visual Studio Code, Zoom, GoToMeeting, all are the applications, right? The place where our applications are present are nothing but the application. So clear for all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
So that's great. So that's all from my end for today. So guys, if you have any doubts over this session, you can ask.
Could you please mention the examples you have told about the single tier, 2 tier, and 3 tier?
So I need to spell it, right? So for the 1 tier architecture, we are having the laptop. Laptop is the best one. So the second one is about the
Oh,
2 tier
okay.
architecture. So 2 tier architecture is going to be the phone as well as YouTube, and for the 3 tier architecture as well.
You mean to say laptop is a server, ma'am?
Yes, laptop is going to be the server.
Oh, okay. And for 2 tier, you said, ma'am?
Phone as well as
Acha, phone, okay. Got it.
So can you say about the shell? So actually, shell, it's going to be the Linux, right? So in upcoming classes, you will get to know that more about on the shell. So kids. So other than this, any doubts from this class? And also you can ask the previous session as well. There is no issue.
So we are going to discuss about, these shell level or kernel level, ma'am.
So it's going to be the shell level.
It's going to shell level, okay. So further going, do we have any project explanation like that on app based level or web based level or server based level?
App based level we are. So
App based
basically
level.
we need to be work on the app based level, right? At the end.
Okay.
So we need to host our app on the server. You will get to know that both the.
Okay. Thank you.
So any doubts? So, okay then. Bye all. Have a nice day and see you in tomorrow's class. Have a
Thank you,
nice
ma'am.
day.
Have a nice day.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.